Hope you guys are having a great day, great night, depending on where you're at in the world. Hope you guys enjoy yourself. Keep letting them people hate on y'all. Like and subscribe, comment, share, dislike, all that good shit, man. Let's get straight to it, people. Uh, Dynamite, AEW. I just got done watching it, catch up on everything. I am a regular fan, so I try not to miss AEW at all. Man, I gotta say what everybody else is thinking as a AEW fan. I I am so tired of AEW doing everything but worrying about AEW. AEW doing everything but building AEW. Um when they do the things they are doing, I enjoy. But a lot of things they're doing is just ridiculous. And of course, we got to talk about the CM Punk and Jack Perry footage. This is has to go down in my book as probably top 5 things, and I'm not probably top 3 things I've ever seen that was just so left field on wrestling, bro. This is one of the most wildest things. The whole scenario about it is one of the most wildest left field things I've ever seen. And it's not a good left field. It's not a left field where it's like, damn, that was so dope. Like when I first seen Bray Wyatt turn to the Fiend, that whole build up, that was left field in a good way. Cause I was just like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? This is a left field where it's just like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening? The footage shows pretty much describes 98% accuracy of what CM Punk said. The reason why I said 98%, because I'm about to explain. 92% of that, I mean the 2% of that was simply one thing CM Punk didn't say completely accurately. Um he was the first aggressor. From the video, Jack Perry, he said obviously he walked up, confronted him about it. And you can see them talking, and Jack Perry's talking, blah, blah, blah. Jack Perry must have obviously said right then and there, okay, do something about it, blah, blah, blah. He pushes him. Pushes him again, put him in a headlock. They break him up. He turns to the right side. There's Tony Khan on the monitor right there. And he turns to the side. He's pointing and yelling. Obviously, you're a clown. I hate this place, whatever the case may be. So the 92 was he was the aggressor towards Jack Perry. The more aggressor. Jack Perry did not get completely in his face. He walked up to Jack Perry. That's the only thing that's a little disaccurate. That's it. Everything else happened exactly the way he said it. Tony Khan's life was in danger where? I didn't see Tony Khan running around, getting chased. I didn't see CM Punk throw a cheer that way, throw something that way, even try to take a swing at him. He pointed and yelled, and most likely, if nobody was there, right, he probably would have gotten Tony Khan's face and told him that, then walked away. Who knows? Who knows? That's hypothetical because this is a situation that already happened. It's already set in stone. But the fact it didn't happen, where was your life in danger? Where was anybody in the back life in danger? You said the staff, you said everybody, you said all these people's lives in danger. Where was this at? Yeah. Bold faced liar. If I was you, if I was them at this time, the dumbest thing they could have did is have Tony Khan come out there and even confront the audience about firing CM Punk. Well, CM Punk said he quit it. So you resigning, go ahead and signing that resignation. I would have never addressed that on camera if I'm Tony Khan. I don't know whose idea that was, but you should have never addressed that on camera. But anyway, let's get back to the situation. This did no favors for absolutely nobody. Oh, wait. Before I get back to this did no favors, I'm going to get back to that. This was shown by the Young Bucks, the EVPs that are legit EVPs. right? They used this as a situation which was clever. It was a very clever but very bizarre usage of something they promote or get to use for a match or to promote something. This is the most weirdest usage for something to get something else over. And it was clever because they did get people to watch. I'm gonna give them their brownies. Got people to watch. They got people to talk about it. And it was a very clever way that they used this to say that's why we lost to FTR the last time we met. But yeah, there's a big but. You know, Nicki Minaj. This goes back to what I just said before I explained that about the Bucks. Done. This has done nobody no favors. This didn't help anybody. Hell, first of all, you don't even have Jack Perry on TV. So he don't even get the benefit off of this. To be the sympathetic heel with the EVPs. To give him more heat of a little snobby, bratty. Because that's how it comes off. Because let's dissect the CM Punk interview, because this is where all this stems from. The CM Punk interview. They wasn't thinking about this shit they wasn't thinking about this before the CM Punk interview came out on the MMA Hour. So this was a strike back. This was them another strike back, by the way, because they had Edge come out there the week before, cutting a rah-rah speech and trying to defend AEW, which was the wrong guy. You should have just had Hangman do it, or you should have just had one of the Young Bucks do it. Original, not a guy that is synonymous with WWE. Made no sense. Then you had two other guys that made their careers in WWE. One of them being Dax Harwood. I think, what was that collision that week, I think, or TV taping that it showed that him kind of giving the same type of speech. And then you did the same thing this week with the FTR as a whole, giving a rah-rah speech. But in so many ways, they kind of buried that whole situation without really even trying to. Because they said everything an AEW fan was really thinking. Why are we still even talking about this? Without them really saying it, why are we using CM Punk to even get this over? It's crazy to me. CM Punk has been gone for almost a year, and we're still making him relevant in our realms. They basically said that without saying it, but I'm saying it as an AEW fan. And I'm a WWE fan too. I'm a wrestling fan in general, but still. You need to tell me you still need CM Punk to put anything over, to get you needed CM Punk to make people even watch this show. How does this help anybody? Did I mention Jack Perry is not even on the show? He didn't even show up on the show. So, yeah, scapegoat is real because you suspended him and he wasn't even the full aggressor, one, from what we see from the video. He got punished worse than Punk. Punk went to WWE not too long after that. Who really got punished here? Punk quit for what he said. He probably wasn't even going to get fired. Let's just keep it real. Tony was not going to fire him. So you made Jack Perry look even more like a moron. Now, I'm going to give you more context. Why this whole situation even happened, for those that don't know. Because AEW like to cater to a certain crowd. So I'm going to explain it to the crowd that's probably a casual watcher that just watch sometime, watch here and there. All right. This all stems from CM Punk's time in the company. It was a lot of bullshit going on. And let me mind you, I got to put this in here. This is why all this is Tony Khan's fault. You gave CM Punk a bigger role than just being an employee. You wanted him to be a consultant or assistant, whatever. You were coming to him. You even gave him his own show. You revolved the entire show around him. Did you or didn't you? So you gave him the ability to even go back and confront wrestlers about doing certain things. He confronted Jack Perry about using real glass. That same night this footage came out, he used glass that night of, when it was already a dispute and already situations about using real glass. CM Punk confronted him, which he was consulted to do, which he was assigned to do. This is no different from any other workplace. If I am an assistant manager and there's an employee I can't get along with, I've been warning you and warning you and warning you and warning you, and you just letting it keep build up. You keep on saying, okay, I'll take care of it, I'll take care of it, I'll take care of it. And it's just still happening. What else I'm gonna do when shit really just keep boiling up? I'm gonna lose it. Right or wrong, we're human beings. So even though I said CM Punk was more the aggressor, does this mean anything? No, because he was no different from any other employee manager somewhere that's got to deal with a hard, stubborn employee that don't want to listen to shit, that don't want to work with nothing. And then we finally, the tensions is boiling and boiling and boiling. This is like the last strike. I kept telling my manager, my boss, yo, take care of this. What I'm supposed to do? What I'm supposed to do? Okay, I handle it, and then it turns out to that. You already see I'm pissed off. You already see I'm frustrated. You don't want to step in and do anything as a legit boss. You really run this place. You could fire him if you wanted to. No, you wanted me to handle it because you gave me that power to be a consultant. You gave me more power than a regular employee. Right or wrong. This is Tony Khan's fault, period. Because if you would have told Jack Perry, if you use glass, I'm firing you. I told you no. I told all my people to tell you no. Ain't no. If Tony Khan would have put his foot down from the jump, CM Punk would probably still be in AEW. This is all his fault. You didn't check your employees. You wanted another guy that you just gave a little power to control your employees. That's why it didn't work. They looking at him like, bro, you work in the ring too. Why we gotta listen to you? That's how Jack Perry came off. Why I gotta listen to you? You work here too, like you work in the ring too. I'm a wrestler just like you. How you got all this power? That's probably exactly how Jack Perry looked at it. Why you think he said do something about it, or he just completely just ignored and just said fuck what he talking about? You made this atmosphere, Tony Khan. You let people think they are too big for their britches. You make people think they are this mega super duper star because they've been on TV for only 5 years. You got people chips, these gigantic chips on their shoulder because you don't know how to convey. You do not know how to construct. You do not know how to manage. You're not a boss. And it proves that. You turn around and waste TV. You waste valuable TV time for this, and your big idea was, hey, what if he used this to basically put over FTR versus the Bucks? I wonder, does this make you want to see FTR and the Bucks more? Me, I was already stoked for it without this. I can take FTR and the Bucks any day. It didn't need this. It didn't need this to make this a big deal. It's a big deal anyway. These are the two biggest teams in AEW. It already right itself. It already writes itself. It did not need this. It did not need CM Punk to put this over. Did I mention the fact that you can't even use CM Punk? You can't even say his name? So what about the viewers that have no idea what the fuck is even going on? And let's say they don't have a wrestling fan friend that can tell them what's going on. So they're just watching at home like, okay, they just showed some backstage fight. Then what? Then let's convert to the fans like myself that knows about this. It's frustrating as a fan because I'm like, why are you resorting to that? How does this help the match? How does this help the roster? You buried your roster. You want to know how? CM Punk is more interested than anybody on your roster. You needed CM Punk to put this over. That's how he buried your roster. Nobody's interesting. You needed Punk to make this show interesting. Your world champion, it had a match, and his match means less than this. Who did this help? Who did this entertain besides them? What did this do? And guess what? Let's say I don't know the numbers ain't out yet. And I said it already, I don't care about ratings. But I'm looking at this if on a business level, WWE would never do this shit. You wanna know why WWE never do this? Because WWE is basically Eminem, they're Michael Jackson, they're Elvis. If they mention you, you win. Because they're the WWE. That's why they'll never do this. If I'm AEW, I would take it from WWE. I'm not mentioning or showing or putting over nobody else outside of my realm. You don't work here or work with us. I'm not putting you over at all. For what reason? I'm not giving you no light, and I can't even make money off of it. It's holding on to this string, bro. You are begging the dirty to give you attention. That's basically what this is. You're begging it. And if they make references next week, half of the people in that crowd is not even gonna know what the fuck they talking about, bro. Because WWE and AEW, these are the distinct differences. WWE is for everybody. The AEW is for certain people. And the numbers show it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But this type of shit right here, this footage, this shit was the most dumbest thing, one of the most stupidest things anybody could do to use to put over a match. And yet the participants in the fucking video is not even on TV. They're not even on your TV program. It makes no level of sense. Jack Perry has not even been on your TV screen for almost a year. Why you didn't have Jack Perry sitting there with them promoting this? It would have been way better. Jack Perry could have easily got heat off of this. He could have easily benefited from this by trying to be the sympathetic snob mouth heel. But the fact that you use this to try to get back at Punk, and then I figured out that they said during the footage why it was so quiet and why you didn't hear no audience, because they was cheering CM Punk. That is horrible. Congratulations. You got another guy over more than anybody on your roster. Congratulations. Mission accomplished. Like CM Punk replied to. Mission accomplished. He's more over in your company still than anybody else. Over your world champion, women's world champion. What are we doing? Why was that needed? Why was that needed? As a AEW fan, you have one of the best rosters I've ever seen. And you just doing everything to bury this roster. Because you don't make nobody else interesting. You needed Punk to make this show interesting? Bro, all WrestleMania week, when this weekend, at what was announced at 1 or something on Twitter, guess what they was talking about? Just that. You could have put up a flyer of AEW show and nobody would be talking about it besides AEW fans. You had everybody talking about this because of Punk. How does this help anybody? Punk is still going to make money. Punk is still on a bigger platform. You didn't do nobody on your roster any favors with this. None. Change my mind in the comments. Please, somebody. Because to me, there's nothing you can make sense out of this. Not dollar sense or logical sense. None of it. Is CM Punk going to be on FTR's corner dynasty? Okay then. So why show him? Why promote him? That's exactly what you did. For anybody that knows, that's Punk is Punk. Okay. Why promote him? Why waste any time putting him on your screen instead of using that time to do anything else to make your show interesting? All these things you could have did to make your show interesting, to make Dynasty more interesting. You do this. One more thing, one more last little thing that I'm gonna cut this off. I gotta get on Will Ospreay. Now, I just did some homework, got all A's. Will Ospreay cut a promo on Dynamite. And I'm gonna be honest, the first 5 minutes, when he really started diving into, I had no idea who or what the fuck he was talking about. When he said, "Oh, I heard people said I'm afraid of the grind," and he was just going on. And I literally, that's why I don't even remember half what he was saying. But I knew he was talking about somebody, but I'm like, what is he talking about? Who is he talking about? And he said the only reason why you were on the grind or something because you grind on the boss's daughter. It got a little pop, but I had no idea about any of this, right? But that's another thing, yet again, like, why are you wasting that time confronting that? Did Triple H say Will Ospreay's name? That's what I'm saying. WWE would never do this because they know you would benefit more than they would. Did he say Will Ospreay's name? So why are you responding to only a certain set of audience even know what you're talking about? I just had to get on that. Please, AEW. The WWE references are cool sometimes, but back to back to back to back to back, Edge, FTR, Will Ospreay, the Young Bucks. Why is all these people that's in your company wasting so much time trying to get back at the WWE instead of trying to make AEW the must-see place? Can you just worry about that? Please, can we just get back to trying to build AEW stars, not fighting WWE and trying to convey and trying to combat, oh, yeah, we're going to stand up for ourselves. And hey, I respect that. But wasting TV time and all that shit, that's where it's just dumb. You was better off showing this fight and showing this footage on fucking Twitter. You was better off doing that. Not on your TV show. That could have been used for so many other things to build FTR versus the Bucks. That did nothing to build that match. Because they're first of all, they're not even in the video. The Bucks not in the video or FTR. What did this do? You showed a video with two motherfuckers that's not even in the show. That doesn't make any sense. But I'm talking too much. I'm about to go ahead, lay the hell down for work tonight. You guys have a great one. Please let these people keep hating on you. Hate is a stem of love. I'm trying to tell you, it's something about you that they love. Like and subscribe. If they like to subscribe, they will stop hating on you. Just like and subscribe, share, comment, dislike, all that good shit. We out.